grinding every day. Long hours, no backup, no accountability. That ends now. The Empower Solopreneur Mastermind gives you one simple advantage: a weekly power session that turns isolation into domination. Every Friday morning on Zoom, you'll get real coaching and real feedback to make real moves. Join a group of driven professionals in a program designed for solopreneurs and people working at home. Stop getting stuck. Start scaling. Seats are limited. Lock in yours today at modernobserver.com/empower-mastermind.
A Greenland deal takes shape. The Gaza peace board formed. Japan reactivates nuclear reactors, and more. Welcome to the Raw Naked Truth. I'm your host, Eric Lopkin, and here's the news you need to know. President Trump said on Wednesday he was canceling tariffs on 8 European countries after announcing a Greenland deal framework with NATO chief Mark Rutte at the World Economic Forum in Davos. During his Davos speech, Trump delivered his clearest rejection yet of using military force to acquire Greenland while announcing the tariff cancellation. U.S. markets responded positively, with the Dow Jones Index rising nearly 600 points. The president said the Greenland framework represents a long-term arrangement involving missile defense cooperation and mineral rights, describing it as lasting forever. Trump said discussions over Greenland's role in the Golden Dome missile shield will continue, with Vice President J.D. Vance and Secretary of State Marco Rubio leading negotiations. President Donald Trump unveiled his Board of Peace on Thursday, with world leaders signing on to pursue a lasting agreement for Gaza. Trump inaugurated the board during a speech and signing ceremony at the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland. Once this board is completely formed, we can do pretty much whatever we want to do, and we'll do it in conjunction with the United Nations, Trump said in a statement. This isn't the United States. This is for the world, he added. I think we can spread it out to other things as we succeed in Gaza. A new winter storm is set to sweep across the South this weekend, threatening heavy snowfall and freezing temperatures. The extreme weather could be a potentially catastrophic event from Texas to the Carolinas, warned Ryan Maui, the former chief scientist for the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. The House Oversight Committee voted to refer former President Bill Clinton and former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton for chamber-wide votes on criminal contempt of Congress charges, with the help of multiple Democrats, including 2 members of the far-left squad, for defying subpoenas related to the panel's Jeffrey Epstein probe. Lawmakers voted to advance a pair of contempt resolutions against the Clintons on Wednesday after they did not appear for scheduled depositions earlier this month. The committee voted 34-9 to advance one contempt recommendation against Bill Clinton, with 2 members voting present and another on Hillary Clinton in a 28-15 vote, with 1 member voting present. 9 Democrats voted with Republicans to advance contempt recommendations against Bill Clinton, and 3 Democrats joined Republicans in the vote against Hillary Clinton. Japan has restarted operations at the world's largest nuclear power plant for the first time since 2011's Fukushima disaster forced the country to shut down all of its reactors. The decision to restart the reactor was taken despite local resident safety concerns. It was delayed by a day because of an alarm malfunction and is due to begin operating commercially next month. Heavily reliant on energy imports, Japan was an early adopter of nuclear power, but in 2011, all 54 of Japan's reactors had to be shut after the most powerful earthquake it had ever recorded triggered a meltdown at Fukushima, causing one of the worst nuclear disasters in history. A highly publicized 2025 study which found that plastic shards made up 0.48% of the brain has been debunked. The study claimed to detect enough plastic in a human brain to make a plastic spoon. A group of researchers published commentary in the journal Nature showing that the technique used to find all this plastic was in fact incapable of distinguishing plastic from ordinary fat molecules. That's the raw naked truth for January 22nd, 2026. You can catch every episode of the Raw Naked Truth Daily News Brief, as well as our sister podcast, Carnivore Radio, with news analysis and commentary, and the rest of the Xvadio Podcast Network at xvadio.com, the Apple Podcast app, YouTube, Rumble, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Audible, Amazon Music, and other platforms that respect freedom of speech. We'll see you next time.